So welcome back. My name is Lucy Hughes and this is the next in my series of blogs. This one happens to be part of the technical review series, so you should see the playlist on your screen now under the I symbol. So I did say when I was talking about the circles that I was going to try out the ICOs and the very smallest Delicas as well to see what the effect was. And I have never used the size 15 Delicas before, and my gosh, they are tiny, absolutely tiny. I mean, they feel smaller than the size 15 seed beads, but we shall see what happens. So I'm just going to start with those first, and they're going to go everywhere. And by the way, there should be about 2,000 beads in this little pot, so plenty to go up there then, as I say. So let's have a go and put together a circle. I think that blue will be easier to see on camera. Okay. Okay, so I've done a number of rows with the size 15 Delicas in the blue, and I had imagined that since they were the smaller size, they might form a circle much easier than the larger ones. And I think the problem is they're almost too small. So when you're trying to do the kind of circular peyote that this kind of is, the beads don't tend to sit very straight and line up between the beads. And so that's a bit of a struggle. And it seems to be quite tight. The thread gets tighter. Well, not the thread, but the way they're sitting together gets tighter and tighter. And that may be that if I go to a larger and larger scale of this, it would get better. But I'm not totally bought into the small sized bead to make a round circle. And of course they are cylinders, so you might expect it to be a challenge. So that's my first one. Next, the ICOs. Okay, so I've produced a little circle with the ICOs, the Toho ICOs in it, and I've got to say it's performing very well and looks fairly rounded. And you've got to remember, whilst the ICO is a cylinder bead, it's slightly more smooth, slightly more rounded and slightly more perfect in its standard shape. So I've got out a variety of circles here, and if I compare it with the seed beads, the size 15 seed beads, it's not bad. It's certainly better than the larger size seed beads, in my view, if you're looking for a really good circle. So I'm just going to put them all on screen now so you can see how they compare for yourself and make your decision. There's two sets of Miyuki Delicas here. However, I really quite like the Toho ICOs. They have a nice rounded effect. Size 15 Miyuki seed beads, and I have a range of sizes of Miyuki seed beads on the bottom row. They all provide a different effect. So it just goes to show what a difference the choice of bead makes to the result of whatever you're making, whether it's on the loom or circles and shapes. The choice of your bead makes a very big impact on the result, and if you're looking for it in art, it's important to get that right. So join me next time on the series, where I think I'm going to be talking about getting those larger sizes and a little bit about art and beads and circles. So same time, same place.